Congratulations on making it to the interview phase of the LaunchPad Accelerator, the top on-campus accelerator. It is super competitive this year to get into the accelerator. And as somebody who's been an entrepreneur for a while now and an alumnus of Dalhousie, I wanted to share with you 3 tips that can help you get through interviews and make you more globally competitive, because the skills you learn in the next 10 weeks are going to take you further than just this accelerator. They can be applied throughout job interviews and other times when you have to talk to people where it may be a bit of a pressure situation. So the first thing you want to do to stand out is, if you know who's interviewing you, or if you have an idea of the type of people, you want to do some quick Googling of those people. And if you don't know who's going to be in the room, you definitely want to come up with things that are challenges to you, and try and make it relevant to the topic. So in this case, we're doing entrepreneurship, and we know that one of the people who is likely to be in the room is Dr. Mary Kilfoyle. So a quick Google search of her will reveal that she spends a lot of time working with lean methodology, lean canvas, a pioneer in that area. And a question that will probably get her engaged is, what separates the best companies from the companies that don't do so well when it comes to the lean methodology? Having seen dozens, can you tell me a little bit about that? You have 2 or 3 of these questions prepared on the general subject matter, so that you can take some of that pressure off of yourself from always having to answer the questions, and really get some insight into how these people think. And don't be afraid to ask those questions, but do it in a genuine way. It is hard in the beginning to come up with those 3 or 4 questions, but I encourage you to just try it. It'll get you out of your comfort zone, which is a core kind of prerequisite to being successful in getting the most out of the LaunchPad. And then the second thing is the follow-up. Get the names of the people and the contact information. Just ask them if you can follow up with them, what the best way to do that is, and then follow up with them personally and include one of the things they said in their answers, or a follow-up question if they weren't that talkative, and see if you can get a response. This is going to make you stand out in any interview, and it goes beyond the simple follow-up of, thank you very much for having me. And the third thing you can do is you can always make the direct ask. So in this case, it's going to be a direct ask to get into the accelerator. Something like, do you think this accelerator would be a good fit? I do, and I'd really like to get in. Do you think we can move forward with getting me into the accelerator today? The answer is probably going to be no, we're not going to make a decision right away. That's fine, but what you've demonstrated is the assertiveness, and you can do this with customers, you can do this with job interviews, and you can do this with your accelerator interviews, and this will make you stand out. So those 3 steps, again, the first one, a little bit of research and some thought out questions that you can use to try and build a connection really quickly. The follow-up, personalized, pulling something that they've said, putting it back into the follow-up, or asking a follow-up question. And the third thing, making the direct ask for whatever you want. So whether it's a job, whether it's a sale, whether it's getting into the accelerator. And that's 3 ways that you can immediately start standing out amongst your peers. You can use this in job interviews. It does work. It is proven. And I hope it's been helpful.